Ooh, live. This is an unexpected live feed. What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny Jean Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. And me, the 20-sided Warriors, just finished up a game of Mutants and Masterminds. It is my Paragons campaign that I'm running in the second edition, Mutants and Masterminds, my personal pick of all the editions. So Rob also joined us, but he is not partaking. So we have our regular three. We got the Rye Man, Ryan.
Hi.
We got Argon Al, Alex.
Hey.
And we got T-Bone, Anthony. Woo! So this is issue number 5, which I call Storm of Spiders.
Gee, I wonder.
Apropos.
So you want to jump right in and fill everyone in on what happened? Give all our friends a synopsis?
Yeah, so the last issue we left off leaving the hospital in the town of Unity. And we stole an RV from there to
Keep talking. I'm going to set up the mic.
Okay. We took an RV from there to go on our merry way to help our travels, and as we're going along, we took back roads and side streets, try to stay away from all of the search parties and everyone else is trying to
Stay away from people in general.
Stay from people in general that are not each other. Yeah, because we are our best bet for survival. Just relying on each other.
Funny enough. And it's turned out so well every time we've interacted
Yeah.
with people so far.
Yeah. But
What a great bunch.
The mic should be all set up. It should be good now.
All right, cool. So as we're going along, we come across this one little back road leading into it's actually a very, very overgrown road, a road that hasn't been used probably near 20 years.
Right.
That leads up to a gas station that, much like the road, has not been used in over 20 years.
Yeah.
But we've been traveling for a while. We think it's getting dark. We'd probably stop for the night and rest up and see what we can do. Just kind of recoup ourselves and refresh and re-energize. So we get out of we park the RV. We get out. We start searching around, trying to see what we can find.
Try gas it up.
Gas up the RV
And check around what's there since, abandoned place, no people. Yeah. Maybe we'll find some good supplies. It's definitely a good place to not run into people.
Yeah.
So let's, hang out here, get some sleep, get rested, explore it. We found a nice little sub-basement area that was full of parts and...
It's like a workshop.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's a garage attached to the gas station as well. It's a gas station, garage, deli hybrid thing. Like basically like a tiny rest stop.
Yeah.
On this country road.
Yeah, your normal little quickie mart gas station.
Kind of place, yeah.
So we searched around, and your character, Tony's character.
I go to the basement just to see if we got any good running water.
Yeah.
We have not really had much luck with food, supplies, normal health care, anything like that. Water's rusty and brown, no good.
Nope.
Find a bunch of parts down there for televisions, for radios, so best thing to do, let's try and put these together. Maybe we can find out what's going on in the outside world, since we really don't want to come in contact with anybody else but what's in our little party here.
Right.
A very Walking Dead clique.
Right, very, yeah. Our little Walking Dead clique, if you want to put it that way. It's a good description. We get the TV working with a lot of Reynolds wrap and a lot of spare parts. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, John. Yeah. To only find out every single channel's got the emergency broadcast system. Police state has been
martial law.
Yep. You are out past a certain time, sunset to sundown. If you're out, you're getting shot.
Yep.
If you're not going to your local police station or you're riding the streets, you get shot.
Yep.
It's a lot of good options here.
Nope.
Yeah.
You're basically going out so you're getting shot.
Yep.
Meanwhile, there's a giant thunderstorm going on, lightning storm. So with this aluminum foil, MacGyver over here builds a giant antenna that he, punches a hole in the roof to
with
send
my
out
magnetic
there.
powers, I should say, that I'm fully aware of.
Yes, because he figured that out.
I figured that out in the last issue.
So he builds this antenna up there, points it out, gets the signal, and then of course it gets struck by lightning because it's a lightning storm, and you have a giant aluminum antenna.
Giant metal pole sticking
Dun
around.
dun dun.
Womp womp.
Yeah, womp womp would be more
Sorry, guys.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt. I was the only one standing by the TV, and as I'm also aware, stuff doesn't hurt me normally.
No.
Like everything else. So there was that. I'm just kind of wiping the shrapnel. I'll pull a shard of glass. I'm like, whatever.
So
Right,
that's-
because the TV blew up.
It blew up.
Yeah,
It exploded. I was standing right there. I'm
Yeah.
the one messing with the dial, and it's like,
Yeah.
boom. Oh, well,
It's
that's-
funny how that bolt of lightning just suddenly hit that little hole in the roof, but that's a story for rest
Well,
of
it didn't
this
hit the
thing.
hole in the roof.
Hit the antenna outside.
It was
Antenna.
like
a giant lightning
20,
rod.
30 feet up
above the
that
tree level.
line.
These trees
I
are-
just think it was their way of, pissing on me, but that's all right.
So TV explodes, and we do some more searching just to see what else is left.
I think we pretty much rested at that point.
Yeah, it was-
Decided we're gonna get some sleep. We filled up as much gas as we could get out of
No-
what was left in the
No
gas
food,
station.
no food to eat, nothing.
Right, it'd
20
been
years out of date or something like that?
yeah, it'd pretty much been cleaned out of anything that was usable, and what was left was garbage.
Even
And-
Twinkies, they were gone.
Even Twinkies.
Even Twinkies.
Actually, we did miss something. Right before I think the TV was going on, while we were doing the searching, you were searching around outside.
Oh, your buddy with the hand over your
And-
mouth.
Oh
Enigma.
yes.
At first caught you off
Way to
guard.
go,
Right.
Like, put his hand over your mouth and cocked a gun to the back of your head and asked, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" And we're like, "What?" You think, thank goodness you recognize the voice as Enigma's and not
Well, Derek
random stranger number 3.
Derek does well with strangers. It's probably going to be good when a stranger comes and grabs him and puts his hand over his mouth and
Puts a
you
gun
know.
to your head.
He's a very sociable, kind fellow who will,
Last time he got pulled into a closet by a crazy guy. This time it's Enigma
time it's
putting a
Enigma.
gun to his head. So it's, at this point, Derek's like, something bad's gonna happen.
have a real
Let's
fear.
see
we call
how
this
bad.
Wednesday in Derek's land.
Let's keep this as minimally bad as possible.
You've become the go-to PC to interact with NPCs.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So Enigma shows up and speaks to you.
Yeah, he grabs me from behind, puts a gun to my head. What are you doing here? Going down to Rosemont like you told us to. So he tells us about the military state thing, which we later confirmed on
Right.
TV. Reinforces that we should go to Rosemont. Tells me, Derek asked him how he got here. Did you have a car? How did you get out of the
Very
exploding building?
direct questions. Yeah.
What's going on here? Like, I thought you were blown up and dead when the police raided you and blew up your building.
Right.
And of course, he's like, "Oh no, I got out. You think that was the only exit I had? Psst, I had multiple hidden escape routes there."
That's literally verbatim, by the way.
it was verbatim.
He used the term bolt hole.
Bolt
hole.
hole. Yeah,
hole.
yeah.
Like the rat he is.
And when Derek pressed him about, well, did you get here by car? He said, what happens when you shoot a wolf or when you shoot a pack or when you shoot a coyote? When you kill a wolf, you kill the pack. When you kill a coyote, you just killed a coyote.
Which sort of befuddled you.
Which is like, great. Derek's like, fantastic, great news. So, did you have a car?
As he disappears into the night.
And he just walks off. It's
Pass
like,
Rob.
Pass Rob,
Pass
Cop
Rob.
Cat says, "Hey," and that's it.
Yeah. He did confirm that he was going out to get more help, and that he was not
That's
going
right.
to Rosemont. He was getting more help.
Right.
And again, when pressed, he was about whether he was getting help for us, whether we send it to Rosemont. He, of course, was like, sure.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
What was
Is
that
it this
term?
or is it this? Yes.
What's that V word? Oh, yeah, vague.
Yes.
That's basically what you can describe Enigma as. Very vague and
He's an enigma wrapped in a question.
very pushy, very vague.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riddle.
So we come up from downstairs, and you basically tell us, like, hey, Enigma was here. And we're like,
magically just here and left.
what are you talking about? How did he even get in here? Like, where did he suddenly find us out of nowhere?
And where did he go?
And
In which you relay the wolf coyote analogy, we went, all right, whatever, and that's when we turned our attention to the emergency broadcast system.
right.
Um,
Then we decided, well, we needed to start taking ships if we were gonna.
Yeah,
I should say, Enigma actually told you, like, you better get out of here fast. I don't think the more time you wait around, it's
Yeah.
gonna be worse.
Right.
But
Right. We're already basically behind schedule.
We're far behind schedule. Even though your pace is good, you still got to pick it up.
Got a long way to go.
Got a long
Still
way to
time
go.
get
Oh yeah, because we're being followed. I think
Right, we're being
something's
followed.
following you.
So we wanted taking shifts because you were able to find a shotgun.
I was able to find a
floorboard.
shotgun, so that's hidden under the floorboard, because old style convenience store.
Right.
Of course, there's going to be a shotgun hidden under the counter. So we find that at least something else we can defend ourselves with.
I still
in
had a
addition
handgun.
to the 2 other pistols that we have. And then the other thing I was just trying to scrounge around for anything else, like tools and to use as makeshift weapons should anything else occur.
And we figured we needed about 8 hours sleep, so we'd all take shifts. I took first shift, and I think you went.
He took
Derek
the
took second shift.
Mine was very uneventful. However,
Mine was exciting. As I was sitting in the garage, smelling my hand, being like, "Why does my hand smell this way? What did I touch?
where's this been?
Something was gross, but what was it? I don't know." I hear this tapping on the door,
Yeah.
and I see this woman outside the garage door, who looks drenched, looks like her makeup's run down her. So Derek, being the kindly, ignorant gentleman that he is, like, well, there's some young woman out there. She's rather wet.
a
In the
damsel
middle
in
of a
distress,
storm, lightning storm in the middle of nowhere. This is weird, but probably should get her out of the rain because she hasn't tried to kill us yet.
Right.
At this
That makes
point,
sense.
At this point, we don't have a reason to be afraid. But being unusually sharp for Derek, he does send her to the deli, the convenience store, to go get in that way rather than opening the door and potentially
Having
killing
it wide
everyone.
open, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the deli has a door leading into the garage.
Right, the deli has a door connecting to the garage, and the deli's unlocked, and life is good. So Derek goes over to the deli door and yells downstairs to wake people up to try to get some help,
Being
just in
exhausted.
case,
Right.
things don't go so well because they've been going so smoothly so far.
Everything's been so great, yeah.
So he wakes up Tony's character.
And John, since he was the closest to me, so
Slick.
Yeah, you woke up slick.
not too happy having just finished my shift, and I would say I was maybe 45 minutes into a nice little dreamland where I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
So I'm forced to get up because Derek is usually very skittish.
Yeah.
So I figure I better get up there right quick in a hurry if he's really worried about something. So I grab John, who's the closest person next to me. Right, exactly. And we get upstairs. You're like, there's this woman lady who's drenched and tapping at the door. Tippity tap.
Yeah. When I saw her through the glass, Derek went to open it and then realized, there's some extra appendages sticking out of her.
Right.
That kind of look spider-like, including like 8 pupils in each eye and
And like
little
pincers, yeah.
pincer things in her mouth, and so that's why part of why he sent her around. Naturally, that's why he sent her around.
And I'm still trying to compute, like, what the hell you're even talking about.
Yeah,
because
Derek-
I'm still in La La Land as far I'm trying to rub my eyes to make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and you were going to...
He was miming Derek's like, it's this woman with
I'm like,
like,
what is it? And you're like, you were so ready to let her in the door. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go open the door now. And I'm like, no.
I'm like,
No.
here, you hold the gun
Right.
pointed at the door. She'll kill me, but you shoot her.
Right.
Life is good.
I basically took whatever had blown up on the floor from the TV and used my magnetic powers to raise them up in case she was a threat. At least there would be some shrapnel
At which
flying at
point,
her.
one of you, I forget who it was, I think it was Anthony, but I can't be, I don't remember 100% sure, asked her what her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said that her name was River.
It was River.
Which did not compute.
Which didn't connect anything at first.
Right. I said out of character, I don't want to say I automatically know. Being half asleep, being sleep deprived, you're very hungry.
Right.
You're not going to think river person, you're going to think river.
River.
Because
Now, what are you referencing in case the audience, anyone that hasn't seen the last...
Oh, we were told
From the
in
last
the
session.
dream sequence, myself, Steven,
I was there too.
You were there.
When we got knocked out in the
Right.
hospital, the
Yes.
last session.
the word of the advice of the day was follow the river.
Follow the river.
So when you automatically think that, me being me, I'm thinking, well, you follow
Body of
water,
water.
a body of water. So I'm not putting two and two together that river is the river we're following.
Right.
Yeah, it's this spider woman creature thing that is now
Right, which is
tapping
kind
at
Right.
the door rather ominously.
And
Right.
Derek has no idea either. He's like,
Let the right one in.
whatever.
of yeah.
So we get all set up. Derek lets her in, have a nice, lovely conversation where she's like, "You young ones need to be going. My sisters are coming and they will kill you.
Right,
Kill
right.
you."
Very ominous type of
She said,
foreboding warning.
Some of them want to kill you,
And the
some
rest
of them
don't care.
Yeah, some don't care. Which is even creepier when you think about it. There's some just apathetic to
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say very apathetic, like
Because at least someone's trying to kill you. It's like, oh, well, at least that's been our MO so far.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
you know there's a legit threat. Like we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
This
she's
is so very vague.
and she was, telling us, "You need to leave before the darkness comes." And Derek being Derek is like, "Well, it's the middle of the night, so do we need to leave now or tomorrow night? Like, 'cause we could leave, like, get some sleep." And of course she,
Her answer was, "Does sleeping help you get out of here faster?"
Yeah.
Something like that.
so we
She was a
all,
little snippy.
yeah,
A little snippy.
Wanted to get us
A little
all
bit.
on our, and understandably so.
Yeah. But at that point, we just said, you kind of at this point we're 5 issues in.
Yeah, this
Is
is
issue 5.
Why are you questioning anything anymore in your head? You're like, you just
Yeah,
gotta,
we just
kind of
gotta
go
roll
with the
with-
flow. You don't want to go downstairs and wake up everybody, but you know it's probably for the best. She hasn't attacked us. I mean, we could do a lot worse having somebody come in here and say, look, you really need to get out of here. And that was the second person who said, you need to get out of here.
And she
Right.
did also mention she was a friend of the man in white.
Yes.
Who is the person who told us in the first place to follow the river.
Who we met in the 1940s office who let us out of the window.
Let us out of the window and led to, I think it was issue
hill.
2
Right,
or something.
right.
Where it was, that was like the first sequence of like, what is going on right now?
But
The
she,
mass dream
she did
sequence.
say, I said, oh, yes, we know him. She goes, no, you don't know him.
Yeah.
You think you do, but you don't know him. So that kind of puts a
Adds
little,
another layer to this
doubt
whole
into your
thing,
mind,
'cause,
right.
You're
like,
we're
oh,
so
great.
trusting already.
yeah.
like where we think he's helping us, maybe he's not.
Yeah.
And Derek actually asked her straight up if Enigma's in the
Part of this whole thing.
with oh, is Enigma one of your friends, one of the Man in White's friends? And she's like, you don't need to know.
Does Enigma help you get out of here faster?
Yeah.
Pretty much. But and
So-
that's when you shouted to wake everybody up.
Like an idiot.
Well, you thinking we could just get out of there.
Right. I
However,
wasn't thinking. Yeah, I
Michael
yelled down.
baby.
Yeah.
His sleep deprived brain.
The sleep. Yeah. I my sleep deprived brain. I yelled down to the remaining people in the basement, saying, "Chop chop, let's go!"
Oh
Loud
my God.
noises. Baby wakes up and is
Hungry. And as we know, the sympathetic cries, everyone starts to feel the same thing that he does. Everyone starts looking like a real juicy turkey leg right about that point.
Basically, like John said, like a very Bugs
Like a
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Everybody's looking like nice buttered chicken. Delicious.
And in an incredible burst of speed, River rushes her way downstairs.
Yeah.
Not even via the stairs.
Right.
Like climbing along the walls because she's a spider.
Right.
Yeah. Rushes across the walls. Rob and I are still downstairs, just waking up to see this massive black shadow run across the wall. I'm
Multiple
like,
arms.
what? And start to mesmerize little Michael
With her web.
with her web. With
Which
the web, she starts to weave, and not like
amazing.
wrapping him up, but just sort of keeping him
Distracted
entertained,
almost.
distracted.
Yeah.
Cat with a laser pointer.
Like a
Exactly.
cat with a laser pointer. To which,
Rob's character was going to jump up and sort of like, run over to...
he wanted to. Yeah, he was gonna get ready to
Courtney woke
jump
up.
at Courtney.
Yeah.
Then wakes up to another random figure, sort of seeming to threaten her baby, and it's about to start singing and put us all to sleep. In which, somehow I out reflexed the cat. The cat was caught off. Oh, the cat was caught off guard by the mesmerizing web spinning.
Laser pointer.
So,
What a shock.
laser pointer.
What a shock.
To which I was able to react just a little bit faster and say, "Everyone, hang on.
Right, slow your roll.
What's Fonzie like?
Right.
Everyone, be cool.
Be cool.
Everyone, be
Yeah,
cool."
Right.
At which time we had time to be like, no, she's okay. She's just telling us to leave, that
She's
we're
with
going to be
us.
killed. You know, the normal thing. She's a good one. She hasn't tried to kill us yet.
Yeah.
Which at this point, anyone who hasn't tried to kill us is going
Don't
to
shoot the messenger.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We get everybody
Except Steven.
except Steven. We get everybody upstairs to get ready to roll.
Yep.
Get in the car. We determine that Copcat has had the most sleep, so it would make the most sense for him to
Him to
drive this
drive.
huge Winnebago that
And
we
he has a
collected,
amazing dexterity.
Yeah, his dexterity is insane.
which will come into play as we're traveling down the road.
Very important.
Very important.
So,
Yes, let's make note that he's supposed to be the best driver in the group.
That's right. Very good driver. Great dexterity. More to come.
Derek decides, we can't just like drive through a garage door. That's
No.
just foolishness. So your character, Ryan's character, comes with Derek to the door. So Derek opens the door. Giant spider lady falls down in front of us. Ah!
Yeah.
And with the help of my brand new trusty sawed-off modified shotgun, put
Pistol
a
grip.
pistol grip,
Sawed-off,
sawed-off,
double-barreled
double-barreled shotgun.
Nice little hand cannon.
Yes, nice hand cannon for sure.
Great close range weapon.
Put a real fast end to that situation. Thank goodness.
Yeah, because they were coming through the hole in
They
the
were
roof.
starting
Right.
to threaten
Little
little legs
legs,
in the deli. And
you
so
blew one
and
right away.
Right away, the first one that jumped down, it was like, nope, not dealing with this. Shotgun to the face,
Let's get
ending
out.
that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if they're the good kind of sisters or the bad
It
kind
was a
of
reaction.
sisters.
The way that I saw it, it was a reaction. It was, she said, sisters are coming. There's something that looks like her. I have a shotgun in my hand. Time to get rolling.
Time to go.
So that one falls. That one's taken care of. We
We get everybody
We
else
get in the
everyone
car.
piles in.
River, meanwhile, has just disappeared. She's beep,
Yeah,
running
she's-
off into the distance.
Yeah.
Bye, River. Bye.
Yeah, we're supposed to follow you, but you go. We're walking right on ahead.
Yeah.
And as we crash through the front door, we see three
So
more.
we go to crash through the front door, but another spider comes down,
Right.
shoots its web, and Rob, with his amazing copcat dexterity,
Amazing driving skill.
says, "I don't go through the web. I go through the closed door."
Yeah,
So he
we're
goes.
gonna 18 this out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes through the closed garage door, making Derek's efforts completely useful. It's totally worth it.
You were a distraction. That did help.
Yeah, I made them block the open
You
door.
bluffed them.
I bluffed them.
If nothing
What's
else, we
a
also
better
were
bluff
making
than opening a door and going through the wall? I mean, that's pretty much how you do it.
Walls are just walls.
Yeah.
So
where'd we go from? Oh, that's when we start driving
Crash
down
the
the
wall,
road.
great escape. As
Yeah.
we go down the road, we see River just a little bit ahead of us, running down the road. We're like, okay, we'll follow River
meanwhile,
until
the other spider ladies are catching up behind us.
As the Winnebago is floored at this point.
yeah, he's going as
pedals
fast
in
as
the
he
metal.
can. But there's 7 people inside.
We got me on the roof.
You're
through
on the
hatch,
roof.
You hanging out the
I'm
side
hanging
of the
out
window.
the side window,
with
ready
him
to
holding
go.
on.
I'm holding on to
Me.
Ryan's character, holding a nice trusty wrench because
Yep.
got to be prepared.
Got to be ready. You got to have that wrench.
And
Copcat driving.
Copcat's driving. Slick is in the passenger seat.
Slick is in the passenger seat. Courtney and the baby in the back.
Yep.
And we all forgot Steven.
Yeah. At that point, we were in such a rush to leave.
We left.
No one thought to check.
We're great people.
He was already kidnapped.
He was already gone.
You didn't know that.
We didn't realize that, right?
But
He
in
was
such a
already
panic.
kidnapped.
In
You
our
would've
haste to
waited
get out of
for
there.
him. You would have been swamped by the spiders.
Yes. So we just kept going, seeing the spiders chasing us down this road in the now floored RV. We're getting ready to fight. When our amazing driver Copcat goes to make a turn,
Here's the more later part.
here's the more later part. The Winnebago it completely flips
Right
on
on
its
its
side, skates right into a tree line.
meanwhile, Derek gets ejected from the vehicle.
Derek is
Everyone
ejected.
else manages to hang on.
Right.
Ryan hangs on. You,
I'm
with your
magnetic.
You're
magnetic
magnetically
feet on the roof,
attached,
you're just
you're
like. Derek goes flying out of the vehicle because
Wrenching.
that's what happens.
Wrench in hand.
Wrench in hand.
Yeah.
Lands, drops his wrench. Ugh. He's in good shape. Been thrown
fine.
out a
Little bruise.
RV. Nothing to worry about. He's
Yeah.
just
Some road rash, some bruising.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Courtney doesn't end up so well.
No.
She's
Baby
fine.
wakes up.
Yes.
No bueno.
Baby wakes up very scared, as we mentioned before.
As it should be.
Yeah, sympathetic cries. You all suddenly feel very scared.
Not feeling too good.
Not feeling too good at all.
Especially for two people at this table. Who ran...
You rip off the side of the RV because it's made of metal to get out as fast as we can.
And to make sure everybody was all right, too.
Yeah, it comes off. You're like, okay, great. Baby's crying. I'm now horrified.
Yeah.
We go running out. Rob goes running out even faster.
Yeah.
Because it was
he
a
other
books it
direction.
for the trees.
in the other direction.
Yeah.
You and I went running in the same direction.
We went running in the same direction.
So we go this way. He went a completely other way.
You guys were running forward to the way we were traveling.
Yes.
And he went perpendicular.
He went perpendicular,
Yeah.
right.
So
Spider ladies are going the same direction that you guys are. You guys are running away from him.
Right.
He just is like, dude.
I'm going the other way.
and
Yeah.
Slick, he's fine. He's not scared. He's not hurt. Nothing.
He's kind of
just
trying to figure out, like,
he
why are
looks
these
around
guys
and goes,
running away?
"Why is everyone
What the hell is
running?
going
What
on? Yeah.
To which point, Copcat runs off into the woods.
Top of
Sees
the tree line.
Top of the
in
tree
the top
line.
of the tree line. He sees webbing. He sees 3 more spiders, and he sees a cocoon. A cocoon with some extra space on the back to accommodate for appendages, possibly.
Possibly.
He just sees spiders and goes, "No,
I think
good.
I'm
I'm gonna not deal with that right now. I'm gonna get back to the rest of the group because I'm not taking this."
It's very
right
interesting, but I'm going to come back to that.
now."
Derek picks himself up off the ground, the road, being in wonderful
Dust yourself
shape,
off.
grabs the wrench, and is like, oh crap, these guys, everyone's running my way.
Right.
Tony, Ryan's characters, both running my way. Slick running after him, being like, hey guys, what's going on? Stop, come on, guys. So Derek runs back because there's
from Christmas Story.
there's
Randy from Christmas Story.
there's a crying baby, so Courtney's clearly stuck in there, and we got all these spider people we're gonna eat.
But
her,
you
so.
made the good determination, like, I got to get to Courtney.
Yes.
Right.
Like, you beelined it.
I'm like, we gotta get Courtney because we need the baby and Courtney, and we can't just let people die.
Being
Right.
the noble gentleman that you
Right.
So he runs back. Courtney's pinned underneath the table in the RV. Can't really breathe.
at
She
all.
stops breathing as Derek's like trying to rip the table off, meanwhile failing horribly.
My back! My back!
My back!
You had some low rolls.
Oh, yes.
He was rolling like me today.
Yeah, it was-
I passed my rolls to Alex.
Yeah, that's the asterisk on this game, that all of Ryan's rolls went to Alex. We saw
Yes.
lots of 1s and 2s and 4s.
Yes. Yeah, I think I had a total of like 4 rolls today that were over 10.
Yeah,
Something
and
like
that's
that?
putting it nicely.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. So he's in there trying and failing to pull this table off. Courtney stops breathing because she's pinned. Baby's crying, which is doing wonders for Derek as well. Meanwhile, spider sisters are coming. They make it to the RV, get on it, and they get, as Derek finally pulls the table off of Courtney, they get behind him and are like starting to grab him from behind when a golden manticore
Dun dun dun!
comes out of the sky, appears out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Descends from the clouds part. It bat wing
Very
style.
Yeah, exactly, very heavenly coming
Yeah, very
down. Yeah,
drops down.
like a holy Avenger
Yeah.
dropping from the sky.
clubs 2 of them with its spike tail.
Yeah.
Rips at the other one, dropping those 3. Introduces itself to you as
Gee, what was that name? Rosebud? Mont?
Dr. Rosemont.
Dr. Rosemont.
I won't always be here to save you, you fools. No, I won't always be here to save you. But get going. My name is Dr. Rosemont. And then,
Dissipates.
Yeah, it dissipates. Yeah.
Like the molecules just separate.
Yeah. By this time, Slick is already... We're far enough out of the range of the babies
Yes.
crying that we're kind of like, how the hell did we get out here?
Oh, another thing we missed. When the spiders assaulted the RV, one of them goes to Michael and weaves away, mesmerizes,
Again
weaves
with the
web
web.
again.
Right.
He's still crying.
Right.
But that's why the fear effect wore off of you. Because it was just starting to take hold, and then as they do the webbing, He's still crying, but
It's
it's, not
almost like
having an effect.
soundproofing.
It's
Almost
either
like
soundproofing
soundproofing.
or like neutralizing the effect, because they weren't affected by it either. The spiders at all.
Oh yeah, I mean,
They were
even
they were
River
right
was
there.
just like here in front. you
Yeah,
know,
River
didn't
was
even-
like, "Oh, I'll just put a
Oh, that's
stop
cool.
to this
That's a nice
before."
little trick, but it's
so
not working.
something to keep in mind moving forward.
Yeah.
That's
By
how
that
spiders
point, you're
react.
pulling us back.
Slick has his back. We reconvened.
We all
at the
reconvened,
RV.
right.
Copcat has returned from.
No, Copcat
Oh.
is returning.
He's returning. That's
And
correct.
he's being followed by a Shetland pony-sized spider.
Yes.
Spider thing, yeah.
So he's running this way, spiders following him. So we all
Jump in action.
jump into
It's
action.
combat time.
Time to be Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers assemble.
There you go.
I run at it with the shotgun, thinking this worked the first time. May as well give it
Do it
another
again.
try.
Do it again.
So take a shot, injured it, didn't finish it off right away, but it did do some good damage.
Rob and
knocked
then
it back.
Rob then attacks it with his gun.
Yes.
Point blank, hits it. I went next. Whatever buckshots you shot into it, I just did
everything inside
the
of
X-Men 2 trick again with the little balls
Yep.
going in the buckshots, trying to rip it up. And then
Derek was supremely useful, ran at it with a wrench. And whiff.
it.
And then, fortunately, Ryan.
I followed up with, all right, let's just finish this up.
it was a
And-
very majestic way you did it too. You know,
Yeah.
the foot on top of the
and just finish it up with the
finish
other
it off,
barrel.
yeah.
Quentin Tarantino-ish.
very
Little
very
bit,
very
little bit.
Reservoir Dog-like.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So finish that spider off, and everything was lulled back to normal once again.
To normalcy. Yeah.
Copcat's there. We regroup. We say, okay.
Do
get
we
Courtney
have a
back.
head count?
Do we have everybody? Okay, wait a minute. When was the last time we saw Steven?
Like
We're
why
Amanda-
Steven's
Yeah.
character. To which Rob then, after some deliberation, then remembers, oh, right,
Some coaxing.
I saw a cocoon down in the tree line.
Hey man,
yeah,
it's like a dude up in the tree in a cocoon, man.
he saw a cocoon in the tree line.
Hippie Copcat.
Yeah.
Hippie Copcat.
He's like the dude cat. The dude cat.
In which we went,
Food cat abides.
we were like, you saw a man-sized cocoon in the tree line from the spiders that were attacking us, and Steven's missing.
You didn't think to tell us this?
We should
or-
probably go check that out.
You want to bring him down, or you gonna leave
So
him
he,
there?
yeah, we do. We go to where he was, checks it out. Runs
He actually
up.
brings him down. Well, he said he cut him out with his little pinky nail. You guys know what also that means.
just to see
Just to
who
see.
it is, and it's Steven.
Cut him down like a zipper,
Yep.
and he realized it's Steven inside, but he really can't determine if he's asleep, injured, dead, or anything. So he brings him down to
Yep.
us, and we all determine that he's got slowed breathing, slowed heart rate. But you put the glass under his nose, seems to be breathing. Who discovered the?
Ryan, I think.
Ryan, are you-
One of us discovered. I think it was.
I think it was you. You found on his back two
there was a
puncture
bite.
mark.
Yeah, it looked like a bite mark.
You're right.
And he was very, very pale looking. Very like Return of the King,
Say it.
Frodo.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
after Shelob
That's
attacked
it.
him.
That's it.
Very, very looking much like that. So we were like, oh, this might not end well.
You didn't have any llama spread.
None of us had anything.
We are never prepared for these things.
no.
and I keep telling you.
No medic, no healer, no nothing.
Elf bread, bears all.
One of the few times I decided not to play healer.
Damn it.
We have nothing to go. Listen, if he wants to buy a guitar from me, if he
Yeah.
wants lessons on how to play a keyboard, I got it covered. He wants to know stuff about the War of 1812, I got it covered. I have all skills of all of that.
None of
but
us.
I can't heal anybody.
Not one of us. We can fly planes.
Fly
and
planes, drive cars into trees.
We can't
And
cure anybody.
You can do what with a box in a cave, Anthony?
As you know, I'm a tinkerer. So upon building the television downstairs in the basement, I wanted to present them with my gift. I said, I built this TV in a basement from scraps. And they were very delighted that I actually did that. It helped
Yes,
us
it was
out.
very, very well
Yeah.
done.
But yet nobody, not one person, had one rank in medicine.
No
No.
medicine.
0. We're lucky if we can apply a Band-Aid correctly at this point.
We got cotton balls confused.
Yeah, where do I put this Q-tip?
It goes in, right? You poke
yeah.
it really hard.
Where does this go? We basically checked on Steven. None of us have any. We can't. We know we have to avoid people. There's going to be more checkpoints now since it's martial law.
So yeah, no hospitals.
No,
Can't ask for help.
Our last hospital experience sucked.
Didn't exactly go well.
So we're at this point. We're kind of bewildered as how we're gonna. Unless Courtney's got something up her sleeve that we don't know about that can help him. I don't know how we're getting Steven out of his coma-induced.
We know
sleep.
he's alive. We kept it. We used the cocoon to sort of shelter him.
That was the other important thing. We were keeping the cocoon wrapping and the webbing.
Yes.
Were
as much as we could salvage.
If it helps with the baby not crying affecting us, it might be well worth it.
Maybe. But so we go back to the RV. You start making your makeshift repairs, riveting it shut to kind of put the sardine can pulled backside.
Right, I ripped it open like a sardine can, it rolled up and everything.
Flipped it back over, made the assessment that the RV is working order, everything's fine.
Yeah, dry shaft is all right.
Amazingly enough. Yes, it is okay to go.
We're ready to roll.
So we sort of go along. Nothing more than driving this time. Because we're not going to pull any crazy hairpin turns.
Not
on a dirt road.
No.
Which we probably shouldn't have been doing in the first place, but hindsight's 2020. We just go on our way.
And we should also say, you have yet to really understand that you're using your powers.
Yep, Derek still doesn't really know that he has powers.
Because you're swinging and missing with that thing, and if you only knew you could have thrown it...
I would have just killed it.
Right.
You know.
Now, at this point, I believe it's just you and does your guy know?
I have an idea because I realize that I'm slickless.
Right.
And I had that pop-out moment initially
in the hospital.
In the hospital,
floor.
The last issue.
Right.
But I don't have any idea that how I can do this, why I'm doing this.
And I don't know if Steve
does.
Steve is aware.
Steven since the DreamWorks.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really just you two left that are sort of...
unsure. He's a little sure. You've no idea.
I'm clueless. Like, Derek has no idea. He's, like, accidentally used it twice.
Right, not even throwing the rock through the guy's head.
Oh, I guess 3 times. Yeah, but, like, he threw a rock at a helicopter.
Which was issue 1 or 2. Yeah.
But, like, he's throwing a rock at a guy in a helicopter. He's not seeing a whole lot. So, you know... He doesn't know what happened. So he's still not really sure that he's done anything.
Well, swinging and missing with the wrench probably puts more doubt in your head, like, why am I even here?
Yeah.
What is this for?
I'm a subway mechanic.
I'm the only normal person here. What's going on? Why me?
You're our NPC negotiator.
Yeah.
Just keep interacting.
That's another thing we should point out. We've noticed all the NPCs sort of gravitate towards you for whatever the reason.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, talking, being pulled into closets, being injured, they suddenly find you for whatever the reason.
It is an interesting...
You're our liaison with NPCs.
Yeah, so it's working
You're
out.
like an envoy.
Yeah, it's working out pretty well for him.
Yeah, it's doing great.
Yeah.
But I think that's where we left off.
I believe, we're in the RV. We're sort of just going along our merry way as much as we can, staying away.
Driving down, we reach the fork. Nothing on one side, river on the left. So we take
literal
the left
person
fork.
named River, not a river.
Yes.
The spider
River,
lady.
the Spider Woman.
Yeah.
In which we decide to follow the advice, which is probably the best thing we've done since the start of this campaign, is follow the river.
Follow that. That's been the one straightforward, self-explanatory thing.
Yes. And we're in theory. Hopefully, we're on our way to was it Rosemont.
Yeah,
on our way to
and Georgia.
Rosemont, Georgia.
Stopping at Georgia first along the way, and dropping off Courtney and the baby.
And Courtney and the baby.
Right.
All right. So overall, your last thoughts on the adventure today?
I'm still hooked. I'm still craving more. I still want to know what's going on. But it's we're reaching a critical point, so something's got to give at some point. You know, we not just figuratively outside the game progressing, but even the story parts where we're hearing about even things outside of what's going on with us that even normal people are reacting poorly to this. They're rioting in the streets.
Right.
Everyone else who's developed these abilities or whatever, they're going nuts out in the streets too. They're some are attacking at random, indiscriminate attacks. Others are trying to just hold themselves up and hide and do something. So things are reaching a critical point, both with us and with the world around us. So something's shifting. Something's going on.
Can't figure it out yet.
Can't figure it out yet. We can't pinpoint it, but we know something's
amiss.
That dam is about to break.
Right.
Something is going to just explode very, very soon.
Right.
And going back in time a little bit, the thunder, the lightning, Derek noticed almost looked like a hand.
That's right.
I was just thinking that, man.
So there's all sorts of like crazy stuff. These spider people seem like they have some idea of what's going on way more than we do, and they refer to us as young, so that's
Oh yeah. She also, when we asked River from where is she from, she said a very far away place.
Yeah.
So there's
Something interplanetary is probably something is weird.
or
Extra-dimensional.
interdimensional.
Extra dimensional. That's right. Extra dimensional.
So there's some crazy stuff going on. So I'm excited to.
I'm loving it. It's finally nice to. How can I say it? This is the first story where it was very straightforward.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was no extra dimensional world sleeping. There was
I think
no.
I owed it to you guys.
To have one.
I'm saying this in the nicest possible way. If this is issue 5, 4 issues, it's mentally draining. It is. You're trying to perceive what's real, what's not real. This one, you do this action, this happens. All right, good. I know how to do this. That's awesome.
Pull trigger, shoot gun.
Pull
Okay.
trigger, right.
Win.
I don't want to do some sort of action where, like, oh, no, that really didn't happen because you fell through a blackness.
Yes.
And you've come out on the side, there's nothing but white space. This was, you have to get out of town, and you got to get down there quicker. I'm loving the fact that our characters are suddenly coming into their own and starting to realize their powers. Some not so quick as others. But to Alex's credit, he really plays his character to the T. He's very much in the dark. He's very content to be in his world where he liked, being the subway guy and being left alone. But I love it. It's great to have finally a straightforward story from one comic.
I'm glad it all fit in and it's working well, and I keep you guys.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Because I'll be upfront.
Here we go.
I think no, not what you're thinking. I think we may be 3, at the most 4 issues out
Ooh.
Oh, not bad.
from ending this campaign.
And with our approach to Rosemont, I think things are going to start getting really weird.
It's going to get amped up.
It's going to get a little amped up.
And on that note, my friends, thank you for checking us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And of course, thank you so much for subscribing to us here on YouTube, for liking, for commenting, and of course for sharing our content. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. This is the 20-Sided Warriors, and my friends, we are